All right, what's going on,
What's up,
everybody?
Jerome?
What's up? How you doing? All right, so welcome to the Redhawks podcast. I'm here with Ethan and Justine, and I'm Jerome. Let's go ahead and introduce yourselves.
What's up, Union?
Hey,
go.
it's Justine, from UHype.
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 All right, so how y'all feeling today? Y'all doing good?
Yeah, I'm
You
having
chilling?
a blast. Yeah,
Having fun? What
Chilling,
about you?
calm.
chilling.
All right. So UHS has been crazy recently. There's been a lot of stuff happening. We got events going on. We got all this and that,
Ooh.
but
Yes.
we can't say it. We're not gonna talk about all that today because
Yeah.
Baby
that's
steps.
too much. Baby steps,
Baby steps.
But we're gonna talk about something huge today. All right, we're gonna talk about
What is it, Drum?
Oh, you want to know? You
Tell
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Talk about
The what?
What?
the mascot.
The mascot?
The mascot.
The mascot?
Ooh.
The
mascot.
mascot. The
Ooh.
mascot.
Ooh.
Yep.
The new
Yeah.
mascot.
Mhm.
No, I just saw the new logo come out the other day. And
Oh,
I
you
thought,
did? What'd
I
you
thought
think
it was
about it?
fire.
That
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
You
It
rock.
is.
It's
It
the-
is.
Yeah.
The red and gray, looking clean.
I know.
I like the black
I
one.
like it.
You like that one
Yeah.
better?
Yes,
Mm.
but
I like the one, or my favorite color with it is like the red and then the black hawk on it.
Mm.
Yeah.
really?
I mean, everyone in the district voted for it, so I guess majority
Yeah.
rules. That's how it usually goes.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
We're
But
gonna find out.
all right, but before we like dive into the deeper questions, how do y'all feel? What do y'all think about the mascot though? Like, how do y'all think that changing from red skin to red hawk? How's that change for y'all?
At first, I'm part of the TV crew, and the Redskin was like a tradition to me, all my life, and that's all good and all. I still miss that stuff, but it was just time to really
I'm for change.
move forward
change.
because at the point we're in, we weren't gonna get that back, and it was just a dead period of what are we?
We
Mhm.
have
So-
to remember who we were and not be afraid of the change, because change is always going to be for the better. So when we have the memory of who we were, we could focus on who we want to be.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's a good answer.
You
So
put information
that-
down, spitting
Going off of that question, I'm actually going to go farther out the list. I'm going to go out with, wouldn't Union be better without a mascot? I know that's a silly question, but
I mean,
we got to go with it because some
No.
people still have the opinion of
there was the minority of the people around saying that we should have just stayed Union, but that's bland and it's boring.
Yeah.
Also ties into our school spirit. It's just no.
And also 99% of all schools in America have a mascot. You know how weird that would be with that one?
I know we're a pretty big
Yes.
school. We should have a mascot.
come on, what we
not even
deserve a mascot. We
Deserve.
earn.
Not even
mascot.
that. We'd be made fun of for not having one. The BA Tigers, the Jinx Trojans,
Wasso Rams. Bro,
they're going to be
we need
who are we
one.
playing?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Union, Union, just Union.
Union.
I mean, I
it
think
stops. We need
the
it.
main reason I think we need a mascot is just I'm in the mascot costume. I want to be in that mascot costume so bad.
The mascot would be so fun.
So tight.
It'll be something that we could actually support. Because right now, when we go on that football field, we're supporting that players, but we don't have anything to push it. And when we have a mascot, we could have something a visual, oh, this is what we want on the field, and it'll just help us be organized.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like the audience or
Yes.
the students and
It would
our
hype
fans.
it up.
They can transfer the energy into the mascot on that mascot. So the mascot's kind of like a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Mascot's that connection between us and what we represent.
Yeah. I've seen all the mascots all over the place, from colleges and even though the high schools have some pretty major mascots out there, I'm pretty sure Wasso has one, and just the energy that one person in a costume can create is just crazy.
Oh yeah.
The mascot just has this energy, and it just overflows and shares, and the mascot represents positivity, energy, school spirit. And if that just flows out the mascot, everybody else in the whole school would catch on and just go for the ride.
Yeah. But if you really think about it, mascot could be a double-edged sword if you really think about it.
Double-edged?
Double-edged sword. Okay, look. Basically, the mascot's cool, right? The whole idea of a mascot's fine, but it really just depends on how we use the mascot.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know? like most of the time we could use it for greatness other than being lameness, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
It's the energy we put into the
But
mascot.
so if
It's better
if
than
our
having
students,
no sword.
yeah, if the students here could put in a lot of energy into the mascot, then the outturn will be great. But if we just have a mascot and the students put in no energy, then it's gonna be a hindrance. It would have been like, there's no point in this instead.
Yes.
So going off of that, do you guys think that Redhawk was a good decision to represent our school?
Oh, most definitely. Okay, this was my question right here.
Yeah.
Redhawks, like when we think of them, we probably think of that like a one species, like they all look alike, but they're so different. There's like 14 different diversities in this one bird, and they all fly in sync. And Union, we all know we are like 4 different communities, and we all come in sync. You see that?
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
symbolism right there.
You's
I love
really
that.
diverse. What do you think, Ethan?
Yes.
I think Redhawks was kind of fire, actually. I think if I remember correctly, I was like one of the first ones to like recommend that. So it's almost like I helped start the movement for it.
Ooh, big moves,
Oh,
big
yes.
moves, big moves.
But I like how like in a way like kind of not sort of like we didn't change the nickname like by a whole measure. Like it's still red blank. So
Yeah,
like
mhm.
Redhawks, like
Redskin, Redhawks.
We
that's
still
you
get
see
to
the
be ourselves
correlation.
with
the
mascot.
flow is still there. Like the flow's still there. Like
Mhm.
like with the
We ju-
chants
we
like
just chopped off
Union,
skin and put Hawks
Redhawks,
in there, yeah.
it's the same. Like if you did something different, like I guess I'll just use bison an example. Like it just doesn't roll off the tongue as much. Like Union bison. Oh
Nah,
I mean,
no.
It doesn't
Yeah.
fit. It doesn't fit.
no, but like Redhawks is like right there. Like
Yes.
it,
You guys remember we had the whole debate? Should it be Bisons or should it be Redhawks? I mean, all the kids wanted
I
Bisons.
know.
I know. They saw a picture of a bison. They saw a buffalo. They're like, I want him. I want it.
well, then I saw the bison for a little bit. I thought it would have been kind of cool, but I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? Redhawks just sounds like it's the most traditional like
It's
thing to go for.
See,
Red Hawk reflects on who we were, and I feel like Bison is too far from who we were, so we would lose track.
I really
Yeah.
think Bison is too broad, and Red Hawk first of all, it's unique, and it just lines in more like the way it acts kind of lines in more with our core values. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a
So-
Redhawk can thrive in
Yes.
any environment. Did you know that?
Exactly. I did not know that, but now I do.
It can.
The more you know.
Spitting
Like,
information.
I'm pretty sure-
Dropping bombs.
I see some in my neighborhood like all the time. Like they'll live in the city,
Bisons?
but like
You see
no,
Bison.
not bison. Hold up,
I
not
was like, oh, you
bison.
just got Bison just
They
chilling
just
in
be
your
walking
neighborhood?
around the neighborhood.
No, we don't live in that part of Oklahoma. That's like out west. But anyway, no, like I see Red Hawk. I guess the actual term for it is red-tailed hawk, but it's a red hawk. But like they're all around my neighborhood and stuff, and like they live in the city, but they're also like living out of the country too. So like they live everywhere.
Has this ever happened to you?
Man, I'm just lacking a school spirit today.
Well, look no further. Come into the UWear store for all your union wants and needs. We have everything from hats, shirts, jackets, accessories, and more. So what are you waiting for? Stop by the UWear store today. Students, don't forget to bring IDs for 10% off.
They'll
They-
just thrive out
they'll
the
do-
any environment.
They do it all.
And
They're like
they
they're
can
like
go through change. They can go through anything.
all around. They could do it all. That's impressive. I wish I was like that. I really love the change though. I'm sad this is my senior year. I'm lucky excited to see what's gonna happen to Union in the future. I know you. I can't wait to come back to a football game and hear Union Redhawks
Yeah.
first down.
You want to be in that mascot costume?
Of course.
Yeah, okay.
So-
Let me know.
No.
Let me know when we get the costume. I'm
We're
the
not
first one.
supposed to know who's gonna be in the mascot.
Yeah, but like that's if I get it. If I
Yeah.
get it, you'll never know. I mean,
So
There's
hey,
always better.
I'll brush
Yeah.
up on this topic a little more. But what does what does a mascot bring to Union? Like, why does Union need it?
Ooh, Union needs this mascot for one. we're going to talk about the Redhawks. They have vision. That's what they're really known for. They could see further and more powerful into the future.
Ooh.
And if we come into that football field like that, we're going to walk into that field like we know we're going to win. And with that Redhawk pushing us, we're going to. We
I
can
like
achieve
that.
it.
Yeah. What about you, Jerome?
Okay, so when we were first talking about when we needed a mascot, the school spirit was kind of on the decline, you know? But
Yeah.
now with all this drama going on with the Red Hawk,
It creates hype.
It creates hype. Everyone's hype. Everyone's see.
Everyone wants to get
I want to
around
know
it.
when we're getting this mascot. I know people. I just hear people talking about the mascot when I'm just walking around, and I'm not even here for like the whole day. I'm here in like only the first half of the day, which is in the morning when everyone's tired and stuff. No one really wants to talk. I hear people talk about that. So that actually makes me happy. You know.
So
All
one of
this
my
energy.
favorite experiences as now a Red Hawk was in like I'm a senior, so I'm not gonna get very many chances to do that. But the first time they first announced it, and it was the first football game. It was the playoffs, and the first football game. I'm down on the field. I'm holding the banners and all that stuff.
I don't know. Crew team.
All of a sudden, the stadium goes dark, and all the red lights turn on, and like I know that's like not part of the mascot, but like that was the
That's
first
the
night. The hype they
yes.
the hype they created
It made you chill.
with announcing the hype they created with announcing that mascot was like insane, and like that'll be like a core memory I'll last forever.
Man, there's a lot of opportunities with this new mascot.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? All we can say right now is that only time will tell.
Only
Only time will tell. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Maybe I have to come back, teach the
I
youngins.
don't know, maybe 40 years later, back.
Jerome's still the mascot. They just
Oh.
hired Jerome as the mascot.
I know I'll be some old man. Just
Union is a place that's constantly developing, and like I have one of his friends, and he's been going to Union. He's probably like in his 70s, and he remembers when there was horses like walking around them, just like you see, because that's what you remember. We're gonna always remember as something different because it's gonna constantly keep evolving.
Yeah.
constantly ball, but we're all the same at the same place.
So
Yeah.
speaking of the
here.
past and speaking of the future, and we know we're a heavy high school based on traditions and everything of the past. What are some traditions that we can instill? Do you have like new ideas for new traditions we can have?
You know what? I don't have any ideas for traditions because how do I say this? Traditions, like they aren't like something you create. They're just something that
formed.
that forms.
They
and then
just
it
happen?
sticks. Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah,
You know?
I get that.
You can't like force a tradition on people. When you have like that like spirit and that connection throughout the whole crowd, they're gonna be like all like united in one.
Like
Union.
Yeah, it's like how the Super Bowl always having a halftime show. That's tradition. They can't just
Yeah.
not have it, you know.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that like I don't know how it started, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't just like, hey, we'll pay you to come do the show. Oh man, I won't do it now.
They had to like reflect on what they had before to make what they are.
Yeah, I mean they
creating.
are. Well, every sports center is the entertainment district, so
Yeah.
I guess that's probably how they started off their entertainment team. But it's pretty cool.
I can't say I have very much for new traditions already,
Mhm.
but
The old
I
traditions
don't
gonna
want to
carry that
brag,
over.
but I'd have been like,
Let it out, brag.
Let it out,
You-
brag.
You, gotta brag then.
I've been like key in like starting new traditions over the past few years, whether they're little or big. Like I know, like I'm the one who's suggesting. Adam,
Mm-hmm.
the others are a crew. I suggested to him he needs to bring his cowbell to the games. Hasn't missed a game since. The cowbell has been present at the games, and it makes it high.
What?
It's a staple. It's a
Yeah.
staple.
You
on
put
crew.
that small little idea and it just keeps bundling
Yeah,
up, and
and
it got
it's
way
created
bigger.
hype in the
I know,
student
that's
section.
a
They all
snowball
love it.
effect right there.
Plus,
Snowball
also,
effect.
like crew started the new the cornerstone. I don't know if you know what that is.
Oh,
but
yeah, I know.
it's like
I was telling you about that
the
yesterday.
podium was like wrapped around in like TP poles, like the old TP poles.
Mhm.
So like part of our old tradition, plus the new stone on top, or the stone on top was from the old home side of the stadium. So in the new traditions, we have the old background in the old traditions that it lays upon. I think that's pretty cool.
And one of the questions that you had was, what are we expecting from this mascot? Like, what type of energy? Yes, we're talking about this energy. We're talking about, but what is the expression of this mascot?
The expression of the mascot has to be PVO. I just made that up just now, but that's PVO is positive vibes only.
Positive vibes only.
I love that.
PVO.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
putting hashtag PVO.
Hashtag PVO. Positive vibes only. All right. Well, that was a great discussion.
Well, hold up. Before we go, we're good.
We're gonna edit it. It's cool.
But hold up. Before we go, positive vibes only, right?
Yes.
Positive vibes only. So with the new mascot design, like the new costume design, are you looking for a positive, happy character? Like,
No,
my best example is like the Kansas Jayhawk. He just looks happy. Or do you want to make it look like fierce and like a competitor, like let's say the Atlanta Falcons or something like that?
Resilient.
Ferocious has to be looking mean. We gotta look
Ferocious.
tough.
Mm-hmm.
I know we can.
So positive but tough
positive
is
but
what
tough.
we're looking for.
I want this mascot. I want the expression it to be like knowing what it's about. Like I wanted to know, be able to walk up on that field and have the confidence to be like, oh, we're a union. We could always overcome. That's what I'm looking for.
I want to be able to sit in the bleachers, look down the mascot. That looks tough. You know, just like, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right.
Well, that was a great discussion.
That was
but,
an
Bro,
amazing
that-
discussion.
Yeah,
that
it's
was so
fun.
fun to talk about.
Yeah. But unfortunately, this is all the time we had. Thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure you catch us next time on Red Hawk Reminders.
See ya.
Wrap up.
Bye.
Thank you.
You did.
you.